FIRE doesn't mean the same to everybody. Some people want to retire early, travel the world, while some others just want to have the freedom to pursue more activities that are more fulfilling and less lucrative. And then there are some others that don't want to retire at all. Weirdos. Welcome back to my channel, where I talk about intentional living and personal finance, while trying to live a financially independent life while not being fired yet. Today, we're going to dig a little deeper into the concept of FIRE and different stages of FIRE. If you're not familiar with the concept of FIRE, FIRE stands for Financial Independence Retire Early. The basic concept behind it is that you save and invest enough money so that you no longer have to work. You can retire earlier than the traditional retirement age by living off your investments and your savings. If you're interested and just starting out with FIRE, I left some links in the descriptions that are great starting points. So let's dive deeper into the different stages of FIRE. The stages of financial independence depend on your net worth. To calculate your net worth, you sum up all your assets and subtract your liabilities. Assets include bank accounts, stocks, bonds, retirement accounts, and, for example, your house. Liabilities include any kind of debt, such as mortgages, car loans, student debt, credit card debt, etc. Negative net worth, zero net worth. This is the starting point for many people. A negative net worth means that you are in debt and have more liabilities than assets. Once your assets are worth as much as your liabilities, you have reached the zero net worth stage. Emergency fund. An emergency fund is cash that can be used for unexpected expenses, such as unforeseen medical bills, repairs, replacements, or unemployment. Emergency funds create a financial buffer that can keep you afloat in a time of need without having to rely on credit cards or other high-interest loans. A good rule of thumb is to have enough to cover 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. Light the fire. This is the stage where you start building your nest egg, which is incredibly important and eye-opening. It was during this stage that I became more intentional with my money, learned about investing, opened a brokerage account with Interactive Brokers, and bought my first share. Coast fire. You have reached the stage of coast fire when you have enough in your investment accounts that even without any additional contributions, your net worth will eventually grow to support retirement at a traditional retirement age or at a predetermined earlier retirement age. Once you reach this stage, you can gain the freedom to pursue a different job that pays less or shift to working part-time. Achieving FIRE is not easy. It requires sacrifice, discipline, and hard work. The earlier you start saving and investing, the higher the chances are that you will achieve your financial goals. Barista FIRE. In Barista FIRE, you withdraw from your investment assets to cover parts, but not all of your living expenses. The term Barista FIRE comes from people working in coffee places as baristas to cover their expenses and sometimes to gain access to corporate benefits. But there are many other ways to earn money in Barista FIRE. Whatever you enjoy doing, there is probably a way to make a little side income doing it. Lean FIRE. Lean FIRE is when your withdrawals from your nest egg is sufficient to cover the absolute bare minimum of your necessary living expenses. You're basically living a very minimalistic lifestyle with no extras. Withdrawals will typically cover the cost of affordable housing, food, healthcare, and transportation. Often Lean FIRE is supplemented by taking up some part-time work to enable extra spending. FIRE. You have achieved FIRE where you can cover your current or intended living expenses with your withdrawals from your investments. Typically, safe withdrawal rates are between 2.5% and 4%. Fat FIRE. If you have reached Fat FIRE, your large investments and the respective withdrawal will allow you to live a more lavish and luxurious life. You can afford to live in expensive cities, vacation in 5-star hotels, you can regularly eat and drink in fancy restaurants. You're likely not Jeff Bezos rich, but you will for sure have a very comfortable life. My current net worth is in the coast fire range, which means that I have enough saved up to reach traditional retirement age with no additional contributions. But I still need to work to cover my living expenses. My goal is to reach FIRE by gradually reducing necessary work to earn money by going through the stages of Coast FIRE, Barista FIRE, and Lean FIRE, so that I have more freedom to pursue activities that I am passionate about. Knowing myself, I much prefer a gradual change to an abrupt one. That's it for today. I hope you learned something. Thank you for watching and see you next time.